Sunday, I fucking finally busted out and went to church after fucking years of not going to church as a family. My wife found a Catholic church, even though she's whatever the fuck she is, and we went and had a great fucking time and a great Mother's Day, so it was a great weekend. The mystery I want to talk to you motherfuckers about today is the 7 days that I have not smoked weed for. That is a fucking just miracle, okay? Because I'm not trying. You know, when you're not trying to do something and it happens, you're like, what the fuck just happened? Last Sunday, I did the album of the week for Patreon, and that was the last time I took 2 hits of a fucking number. And it was like, it had been like for the last 3 months, I noticed that I had been smoking once a month. And I noticed that I wasn't smoking in the mornings no more for my appetite. I usually get high about probably 45 minutes after I get up to eat something. And I noticed that that's it. I don't need, you know, I'm not hungry even if I get high. So I'm smoking this 30% weed that people are fucking dying over. And I'm not getting high. I'm not getting hungry. I'm not doing nothing. I would walk into the gym. You know, God knows if I reeked the reefer. So one day I said, fuck it. I'm not going to smoke before. I'm not hungry anyway. And that's how it started. And I started not breaking the fucking church rule. You got to get high by 2 o'clock or go fuck your mother. So at least I would get high by 1:15, 1:40, 12:50. I was doing that type of shit. Then I found myself not getting high till 4 o'clock. That went on for about 2 or 3 weeks. Like 4 o'clock, I'm like, fuck, I haven't smoked pot yet. Like, I've been busy all day. I've been running around. I'm doing this and this. And then I'm like, wait a second. If I get high at 4, then I got to go to her kickboxing class or her baseball practice or her softball practice or whatever the fuck I do at night, reeking a fucking reefer. So I said, fuck it. You know what? I'll smoke when I get back from everything. And she goes in the shower. And then I was going outside at night and hitting the pipe. Once the weather started churning, I go, let me go outside. And I was just smoking a pipe full. That's it. So it went from just doing 1 pipe full a day to, and I'll tell you what. All right, so here we go. We move here. I have all this fucking anxiety, you know, like I've never had before. And this is, you know, this is what bothers me about people, that nobody knows you better than you. Like, nobody knows you better than you. You know what you do when you're alone. You jerk off, you don't wipe your ass, you pick your nose, you eat your fucking toenails. We all do have fucking secrets, and we know what we can and what we can't do and what we won't do. I mean, some of us have that, you know, where you're like, you know what, that thing right there, I'm not going to do that no more. Like, I'm not doing that anymore. I don't care what they pay me. I don't care what they don't pay me. I'm not doing that anymore. And then there's things that you're like, I have to do that. You know, everybody has a threshold, you know. So for me, I never, listen, I wanted to get off the fucking drugs, the cocaine. I wanted to always get off the pills. I always wanted to get off the booze. But nowhere in my manifesto did it say anything about me getting off weed. And I'll tell you why. Because I found out at an early age, weed kept me together. I don't know what it had in it. I don't know. Half of you is like, no, Joey, you're just a junkie for weed. No. Weed did something to me. Weed did something to me that most people, you know how today they put kids on pills? They didn't put me on pills as a young kid. That would not even work in the fucking 70s. I discovered, nobody told me to smoke weed. Nobody told me to do anything. I smoked weed and said, wait a second. This controls the shit that I can't control. Like my mind, you know, it was just I don't know what it was. It was a fixer-upper. That's what it was. It helped me feel a lot better. It helped me self-medicate, as Americans call it. He's self-medicating. Okay, no, is he bothering you? Is he jumping off windows? Is he shooting people? Let him self-medicate. If that's what it takes to smoke 2 little pipefuls. But, you know, I was watching this Michael Vick thing a couple of weeks ago on 30 for 30. And it was after he got caught, you know, his explanation of it. And I understood it. I'm not here. I wasn't mad at Michael Vick or anything like that. What I'm trying to say was, his explanation of it was in his culture. Like, it was a part of his culture, you know, being from Virginia, the South, African American, you know, in those rural neighborhoods, those urban neighborhoods, rural neighborhoods, those urban neighborhoods, that he was a part of that, and he was a victim of it or whatever. And I understand it, because I came from a marijuana culture. I really, really did come from a marijuana culture. You know, my idol, one of my favorite people in the world, smoked pot, which was my godfather. And at an early age, I was like, whatever they talk about smoking weed, that it makes you put on a towel and jump out the window and all this shit, I don't see that with my godfather. I see a guy that smokes it and goes to the movie theaters and he giggles, and then we leave here and he eats an extra fucking cheeseburger on the way out. I don't see that as a fucking, he's not doing anything criminally or nothing is wrong here. And so as a young man, I already had taken in the effects of marijuana. My mother smoked marijuana, but she did it with drinking and God knows what else. So I didn't judge it on that. I didn't like my mom smoking pot. It was my godfather that I watched, and I'm like, this isn't as bad as a drug as people are fucking saying it is. You know, in the 70s, this is way before the fucking egg, this is your mind on drugs and all this shit. Way before that. Yeah, this was like, when I was growing up, it was like a, you know, it was like this fucking thing that you had to do behind fucking closed doors in the 70s. And I had somebody in my life that did it, and I could see that it didn't affect him. He went to work. He was a good guy. He was good to me. All it made him do was fucking laugh different, giggle, and like I said, eat an extra cheeseburger. And then, you know, I came from that culture, and then I got into the fucking music culture. And the music culture, you fucking get high. That's what you do. You smoke fucking weed, Panama Gold, whatever red, you know, that's what we did as fucking kids, to smoke weed. And I could tell even in my cocaine days, in my 20s and all that shit, there was a part of, what do you think, when I was doing coke, I was smoking weed? No, I wasn't. It was two different highs. I wouldn't even try to fucking, I was drinking a Red Bull with vodka. I don't know what the fuck you're doing.